Every child requires someone in his or her life who's absolutely crazy about them. That's a scientific statement. That's the summary of 50 years of attachment theory. And I'll go through a couple of animal studies and I'll do this to say these are principles that are underlying our DNA, not just human DNA. These are underlying principles of our mammalian nature. You know, we're social beings, and so are a lot of other mammals. And if we understand that these are so fundamental, then we may be also realizing, well, we really have to, as a society, think about, well, where are our priorities? And if we know that these things make a difference, how can we systematically focus these different things? The take-home message is, if you're a little monkey and you have a caring mother, then that will help you, or caring caregiver, I should say, more generally speaking. Often it's the mother that's closest, but any caregiver, if they're close to you, they help you to regulate stress, emotions. If you take that away, you can't regulate your stress, so whenever your stress goes into overdrive, you can't down-regulate. And you mess with that during the early years, it's very, very hard or impossible to get back later. So if you don't learn how to regulate your stress during the early years, this is the mental health problems you're facing 15, 20, 30, 40 years later. Play. And again, if I may be preaching to the converted here, but it's so fundamental, and I think it's often underestimated, that what kind of fundamental role play really has for brain development, for children's learning. So I'll spend a few minutes talking about play. And again, parallel to, this is a universal principle. This is not, again, this is something that's part of our mammalian makeup. These are two bears on the west coast of this country, so BC or Alaska, I forgot, but these two researchers, a couple, they went out into the field, they observed all these bears, and they looked at how much these little ones, when they were growing up, were playing. And then they followed them over time and looked at how many of these survived. And those who play the most were the most likely to survive.
Nous recentrer sur des choses qui sont importantes dans le développement de l'enfant, les principaux éléments qui font une différence dans le développement de l'enfant. Il y a des conférenciers qui ont très bien nommé, qui ont très bien résumé ça, qui parlaient du jeu, qui parlaient de l'attachement, de toute l'importance de l'attachement par enfant, mais aussi des relations sociales de l'enfant. Ça, pour moi, c'est des éléments que j'aimerais ramener dans mon milieu, puis pouvoir davantage regarder comment on travaille ces aspects-là dans notre plan d'action. On a parlé aussi beaucoup des conditions de vie dans lesquelles les enfants vivent, des habitudes de vie, le sommeil, les habitudes alimentaires, la pauvreté. On sait comment c'est important dans le développement de l'enfant. Fait que moi, je retournerais chez moi dans mon milieu avec le désir qu'on regarde davantage ces aspects-là.